History proves one thing again and again. When money fails, when stores shut down, and supply trucks stop coming, people don't survive on plans or hope. They survive on what they already stored. In this video, I'm talking about canned foods that real people depended on during real crises. Foods that kept families alive in the past and still make sense today if everything shuts down again. This is not theory. This is history. During the Great Depression, people learned very quickly that fresh food is fragile. Meat spoiled, milk went bad, vegetables disappeared from markets, but canned food stayed. Families who had cans at home ate. Families who didn't struggled every single day. Canned tuna and canned salmon were some of the most trusted foods. They gave protein when meat was gone or too expensive. Protein helped people keep their strength, think clearly, and continue working even when calories were low. Back then, families often mixed one small can with bread or crackers and milk. It lasts the whole day. Today, these cans are still powerful because they don't need cooking. They last for years, and they give high-quality nutrition in a small space. The best way to use them now is to keep a few extra cans, store them in a cool place, and rotate them into normal meals so nothing is wasted. Canned chicken became important for a different reason. It could be eaten straight from the can. During fuel shortages in wars and economic collapses, firewood and gas were more valuable than food itself. People saved fuel by eating canned chicken cold or adding it to simple soups. Even today, this matters. In blackouts, floods, or emergencies, food that doesn't need cooking becomes the safest option. Keep it sealed, avoid dented cans, and use it when power or gas is unavailable. Beans like chickpeas and kidney beans appear in almost every survival story. After World War II, large parts of Europe lived on beans for years. Meat was rare, but beans were cheap, filling, and slow to digest, which kept hunger away longer. They gave both calories and protein. Today, beans are still one of the smartest canned foods to store. They are affordable, healthy, and can be eaten alone or mixed with almost anything. Always keep the liquid from the can. It adds nutrition and can be used in cooking. Canned vegetables quietly save lives. During long shortages, people didn't collapse from hunger first. They collapsed from missing vitamins. Weak immunity, sickness, and fatigue spread fast when fresh vegetables disappeared. Canned vegetables helped prevent that. Today, they still protect against nutrient gaps, especially in emergencies where fresh food isn't available. Store different types, not just one, and rotate them regularly. Canned sweet corn gave quick energy. In hard times, stress burns energy faster than normal. Workers, parents, and caregivers needed fat fuel to keep moving. Corn provided that boost. Today, it still works the same way. It's easy to eat, easy to digest, and pairs well with beans or canned meat to create a balanced meal. Canned tomatoes became the base of survival cooking. In past economic collapses, especially in Eastern Europe during the 1990s, one can of tomatoes could turn plain beans or rice into a real meal. Flavor mattered because people ate more when food tasted better. Today, canned tomatoes are still one of the most useful items to store. They add taste, nutrition, and flexibility. Use them to stretch other foods further. Canned fruit was often treated like treasure. During rationing and long hardships, families saved fruit cans for special moments. Vitamin C helped prevent illness, but sweetness did something else. It reminded people of normal life. That reminder kept morale alive. Today, canned fruit still matters for both health and mental comfort. Choose fruit and juice, not heavy syrup, and store it for times when fresh fruit isn't available. Canned spinach and other leafy greens played a quiet role in survival. Iron deficiency caused weakness, dizziness, and collapse, especially among women, children, and the elderly. These cans helped keep blood strong. Today, they still support energy and health during stressful periods. Add them to soups or eat them plain when needed. Canned beef stew and similar meals were trusted because they were complete. Protein, fat, calories, salt, all in one container. That's why armies and disaster agencies have used them for over 100 years. In emergencies, they reduce decision-making when people are tired and stressed. Today, keeping a few complete meals like this can make a big difference during long disruptions. Canned soups helped people survive when solid food was hard to eat. Stress, illness, and exhaustion can kill appetite. Warm liquid food hydrated the body and kept people nourished. Even today, soups are ideal during emergencies, especially for children and the elderly. They can be eaten hot or cold if needed. Evaporated milk replaced fresh milk when refrigeration failed. During wartime rationing, families depended on it for children, tea, and basic nutrition. It lasted for years without power. Today, it still makes sense to store because it works in many foods and doesn't need a fridge until opened. Baked beans powered people through long economic hardship. They were cheap, filling, and comforting. When wages collapsed but work continued, baked beans kept people going. Today, they remain one of the easiest ready-to-eat. Emergency foods. Canned mushrooms helped in a way many people overlook. When meat disappeared, food became boring and people ate less. Mushrooms brought texture and taste, helping people eat enough to survive. Even now, they add variety and nutrition to simple meals. Canned meats like corned beef or Spam became extremely valuable in past crises. High protein, high fat, long-lasting energy. They could be eaten cold or cooked if fuel was available. Today, they are still powerful emergency foods, especially for heavy physical work. And then there is peanut butter. In many modern disasters and refugee situations, it has been traded like currency, not because it tastes good, but because it works. A small amount gives hours of energy, no cooking, long shelf life. Even today, it is one of the smartest foods to keep for emergencies. Across every collapse, the same rules appear. Ignore printed dates if the can is perfect. Never eat from swollen, rusted, or leaking cans. Smell and look before eating. Waste nothing. Even the liquid inside cans matters. One lesson never changes. Calories keep you alive. Protein keeps you strong enough to survive. Prepared people are not afraid. They are simply paying attention to history. Start small. Store what you already eat. Rotate it slowly. Because when everything shuts down, that is not the moment to prepare. That is the moment you rely on what you already stored.